Now I started this channel to help you guys along the way as far as BMW DIYs, things to look out for, certain modifications. Yes, I'm using my N54 335i that I've owned for 6 years now, a little over 6 years, just to take you along the way. And ultimately, my main thing as far as why I do this channel in general is to save you guys money. So at the end of the day, you can save some great money as far as following my DIYs, things to look out for, stuff like that. It makes you have a better BMW ownership and you don't get all frustrated with that. Now, the most important BMW DIY that you guys should definitely know how to do, and it's as simple as this. It's just changing your oil. Now, not just changing your oil just with any kind of oil. So you definitely want to use a proper oil for your BMW. Now, if you're a big enthusiast, of course, you're gonna recognize Liqui-moly, you're gonna recognize that. You know, you got AMS oil, you have Matzo oil. You know, there are a lot of big brand names out there that actually do a great job as far as for your BMW. So choosing that proper oil that's actually physically made for your car, you know, BMW Long Life approved, you know, 01 or 04, depending on where you live at. So you have that, but also just changing your oil in general. So I do have a full DIY step-by-step for you guys on how to change your oil. Definitely check it out here above, so that way you can check out the DIY. Knowing how to physically change your oil by yourself, buying the normal oil, so whichever brand that you like to use, but as long as it meets the specifications of the car. Now, me personally, I run Liqui-moly. I've been running that over about 1.5 years now. So it's a well-proven oil for your BMW. They've been around for a long, long time. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more money on that oil to run in my car just because it's cheap insurance. And like I said, this is the easiest thing that you can do as far as just changing it, but spend that extra few bucks and getting proper oil, it'll go a long way. And then I can't stress this enough. Changing your own oil, use an oil filter, don't use K&N, don't use any other brand that has like a little plastic piece in the bottom. Just use a regular man filter, HU 816X. I've been using this for 6 years now. Ever since I started changing my oil, these are very inexpensive. They come with everything that you need, and it's a BMW OEM part. So I do get all my oil through fcpro.com. For the N54, you're gonna need 6.8 quarts. So of course you have your 2 little jugs here, and you're gonna get a kit like this. So it's gonna kit with your 5 quart, with your little 2 1 quart, and then also in the kit is your man filter. So something else that's cool with this oil is this is called a Moly Gen. Now what the Moly Gen is, with this green bottle from Liqui-moly, is that under UV light, you will be able to see this oil. So just as you see oil here, see it's like a really bright neon green color. So that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna show on your thing. So here, let me do, oh shit. So here on my hand, I have a little bit of oil. And let's turn off the lights. Look at that. So that makes it cool. So when you're changing your oil and you want to see a leak, you can easily tell where your leak is, like on your floor or actually in your engine bay. Now I am doing this, I do have a lot of miles on my car, and I just want to exactly pinpoint if it's an actual oil leak or it's just retaining oil from a previous leak that I've already cleaned up and already corrected. So if you go and pick up the kit through fcpro.com, so I'll drop the link in the description box below for the oil change kit that I've been using. So I've been using this same general kit. They do have other Liqui-moly oil brand kits for the N54 and other BMWs as well. But if you wanted to look further in the Moly Gen, I'll put that in the description box below. Now also what they do include is a nice little keychain here. Now the keychain is obviously your regular flashlight and then your ultraviolet light. So makes it nice. You don't have to try to go and find an ultraviolet light or use some other light. It's all in there packaged, so that way you can just go ahead and change your oil. And if you have an actual leak that you think, or to try to help trace down that leak, that's where this oil definitely comes in handy, just because you can actually see where it's coming out of just based on the light. You can see if it's old retaining oil. So let's say you've had a previous oil leak, but you corrected it, but you didn't get it all the way cleaned out. This way you can tell if it's new oil that's coming out, especially with going from my regular Liqui-moly that I was using to Moly Gen, so that way I can see that. So the most important BMW DIY that you must do is just change your oil, use proper oil, do it yourself, follow along, and then use my DIY as a guide for you guys. All right, thank you everyone. Big thumbs up in the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my other DIY videos in my playlist, and hope you have a great start of your week. Take care.